Okay, sorry, here we go. All right, everyone, I hope you can hear me. Thank you for joining us. We will go ahead and let her open up with this opening statement after tonight's 72-60 win over the Minnesota Lynx, who we will be facing again on Thursday here at home. Kurt, please go ahead and make your opening remarks.
Yeah, really pleased. Big home win against a really talented and hot, well-coached team to break that 8-game winning streak that they had. We had to do it at the defensive end and with our rebounding. A lot of our individual goals in terms of some of the schemes on players, on some of their plays, we executed as well as we could hope, and we really did a nice job on the defensive glass. It was a defensive rebounding performance by both teams, right? We gave up 3 offensive rebounds and 35 misses, but we only got 2 offensive rebounds and 34 misses. So it was a defensive rebounding clinic by both teams. Offensively, we had stretches where I thought we were really aggressive, got the ball in the paint, shared high assist total on our baskets. We got tired in the fourth quarter. I thought lost a little bit of aggressiveness, missed some shots we're capable, so had trouble ultimately putting that final nail in the coffin, but a huge win. Can't be more pleased with our defensive effort, energy, toughness tonight. That is a team that's going to be a factor at the end of the year.
Thank you, Kurt. We'll go ahead and open up to some questions in the room. Please raise your hand now, Alexa.
Kurt, can you, describe a little bit of how you tried to approach the defense schematically? I know in the first half, I think they only had 12 points in the paint, and they're like the second best team in terms of scoring in the paint. So that was a really successful bet. How did you see that evolve and be so successful?
Yeah, and obviously Sylvia was very still efficient. She leads the league in field goal percentage. She's 7 for 10 tonight. We made them difficult. They found a series that ultimately hurt us in the second half, but really pleased with how we defended and gave some help. Our post players really worked. And Breezy doesn't score a basket tonight, but she has to guard Sylvia fouls for all those minutes. So again, points in the paint, they just can dominate you. And so really happy with that. The other person that lives in the paint, gets so many touches, is Collier. And DB did a really nice job matching her movement, staying in plays, making things as difficult as possible. She's a young superstar in this league, and we did a nice job on her, which helped guarding points in the paint.
Any other questions? Ned?
Kurt, without giving up the secret sauce, how do you try to combat a team like Minnesota, given they're one of the few teams there in the league that can match your guys' height to actually beat you guys height-wise down low?
Yeah, it's not one person and defending post players. It starts with the pressure on the ball handler who's passing in the post. It's where can you get help from? That's the chess match. Cheryl's working on the spacing to make it hard to help. We're trying to crunch and shrink the floor to give more, congestion around Sylvia. So it's chess and checkers, right? It's just, we're all going to go back to the film tonight and make our adjustments and see what we did well, what we could do get better. And we'll get back after it again Thursday. But they're really hard to guard because you show too much help with Brad and Dantas, get hurt from the arc, let alone your players off the bench. That was another key. The points in the paint were a little bit lower, but they only made 5 threes. 10s were wild out there in Minnesota. They got 10 threes against us. They got 10 offensive rebounds. So tonight we go 5 threes and only 3 offensive rebounds. They didn't get those 10s were wild like they were the other night.
I'm sorry.
No. The joys of in person is when you have back to back. Kind of building off of that, Kurt, what is something that stood out to you that you maybe want to work on having a back to back games on Thursday, just kind of for
For us, again, one of those games that I'll remember my whole career when you give up an 8-point lead with just over 2 minutes to go there. And we struggled to put the nail on the coffin, so, can we talk about executing, staying aggressive and playing to win and not let fatigue get the best of you. Our players played a ton of minutes tonight, but that's playoff basketball. And this team is going to be in the hunt for a championship this year. I'm talking Minnesota. And you're going to have to win playoff games when you're exhausted. And so this is a great series in this season to see how we're doing. But it also tonight is another example where we get to go back and show them, how can we play better when we're tired? That'd be one of the messages. Did we give in a little bit to fatigue? But their effort never wavered at the defensive end. Their effort never wavered on rebounding. And that's what we're gonna hang our hat on.
So how encouraging is that just the way they did close it out, they finished with a 12-point lead, going into the playoffs and then they come back for the season, just knowing that they didn't let it get escalated, I guess, closer.
I mean, it's big for so many reasons. We're all in a sprint to seeding for the playoffs. They're right behind us. I'm so proud of them tonight and how hard they play. Again, I have great respect for that other locker room. They're well coached. They have Olympians. And that's a really talented team that we beat.
Coach, depending on just to talk about the environment, we talked before the game time, since you were just playing in front of a crowd, you got like the results happened tonight.
Yeah, I'm not sure what the attendance was, but it felt great to be there. They really gave us energy when we needed it, and it's fun to be back in front of that fan base. And doing it safely is the key. But it's been a while since we feel like we've played in front of that kind of crowd, especially at home.
Awesome.
Jackie's got one.
Yeah, hey Kurt, nice to see you in person. I know the focus is usually one game at a time, but with having finishing the Minnesota series back to back at home, was there any extra conversation about how these last 2 games, especially with Minnesota in 4th position right now, how they really kind of will be essential to positioning it and securing that double bye once everything's said and done?
Yeah, with plenty of games to go, they're only a game and a half behind. They sweep this series, they leapfrog us in the 3rd. So we knew, and our players knew, we didn't have to over address it. At the same time, we know if we could win these 2 games, that we could create some separation. And after the next game, we'll have 9 games remaining, and we could create some separation. So huge game for both of us. On what that does for seeding purposes, and we know how coveted the buys are. That is talked about from team to team in this league, how important those buys are come playoff time.
I think one more quick one. Obviously your big 3 is what you want to play through, but your guards had some really big plays offensively tonight. Down the stretch, and also just regenerating shots. Guys, what did you see from them in terms of how they were able to kind of get the offense going through them?
Yeah, I mean, 29 points on efficiency tonight, and it wasn't, they weren't taking any bad shots to get there. So Jazz just played terrific. I'm telling you, like, Alicia Clarendon has been the key for them in this 8-game winning streak, and Jazz just competed her tail off with Alicia Clarendon all game. Bree January, feeling like what we ask of her every night is insane. We go from Drew Lloyd to every day, and hey, you have McBride. It's 2-guard stud after 2-guard stud for Bree January, and for them to turn around and have the offensive night that we needed because we struggled to establish Bree Jones. Was huge, and I'm really happy for Jazz. And she could even had a bigger night. That breakaway layup will eat her up. But so happy, for her big night. You can't say enough good things in an article about Japs tonight, what she did at both ends of the floor.
We'll go over to those of us on Zoom. Rafiq, you can go ahead and ask your question, we'll follow by Miles.
Hey, Kirk, congratulations on the win. This is literally your 24th win of the last 27 games at the Mohegan Sun Arena dating back to 2019. How proud of you with the home success that you put together and the team put together in recent years?
You know, Rafi, we're, over the last 5 years, we've had sustained success, really proud of the culture, what we've established here with the home environment, really pleased. And, when I was in college, that was what it was all about. At this level, it's about championships. And we've won the most playoff games the last couple of years. We've been in the thick of things. We've had, this will be the 5th straight season that, we feel we're in a window of doing a lot of good things, but ultimately you're judged on championships, and we're not afraid to talk about that this is our window and we've got to continue to keep getting better. And not a soul thought we would be in this position at the beginning of the year after losing Alyssa Thomas. We're really excited with where we're at, but we have a lot of work ahead of us.
And you are now in a 3-way tie for the top record in the WNBA. Like, how grateful would it be to finish with the best record in the WNBA?
That would be fantastic. That double bye would mean a lot, but obviously a long, long way to go. Seattle, Vegas aren't going to give up games very easily, so we know we've got to keep winning ourselves.
Miles?
Hey, Kurt, congratulations on the win. Tonight was just the second time all season that the Minnesota Lynx have had fewer than 30 rebounds, and you held them to just 22 tonight. I know you talked a little bit about both teams securing the defensive glass, but additionally, they also had more turnovers than assists. What was working tonight from your game plan specifically that helped you in the margins like that?
Effort, flat effort, my staff, this is Chris Koplanis' scout. He's going to have them tremendously prepared. My staff is crazy talented with video, and our preparation is a pillar. But they go out and execute it. They go out with all that effort and tenacity. Just their desire all night was just really, really impressive. I mean, I believe that's our 10th game now, holding WNBA teams under 70. I mean, their commitment to do that every night is just remarkable, that they understand this is who we are and they take pride in it. The next closest team, I don't know what the results were tonight, the next closest team has done it 4 times. We've done it now 10 times of holding opponents under 70 points.
Thanks so much. Congratulations on the win.
Thank you.
Thank you, Kurt. You're all set. All right, everyone. Ladies, welcome to hybrid Zoom. Zoom will go ahead. Do you look all right?
You look great.
Okay. All right, we will go ahead and open up some questions. Tonight, JJ got her 2,000 career points. Jess also moved up to 5th on the Connecticut Sun all-time. So very momentum tonight. And Regan, she did everything on Even's 10.
I'll just hang watch these two.
All right, we'll go ahead and open up some questions in this room. Please raise your hand. I'll go on. Ed?
All right, first of all, this is much better than those in the call. That's what I did. 4th quarter, was fatigue starting to set in a little bit and leading to some of the sloppiness.
No, what's up? I'm sorry, you repeat the question?
I said 4th quarter, was fatigue starting to set in a little bit when things started to unravel a little bit and the turnovers started kicking in.
I mean, I thought we were getting a shot to this in makeup, and and we yeah, it was just a little slippage, and that's what we need to tighten up for the next game, because we know they can score in bunches in a hurry, so we need to try to minimize those lulls that we have when we give up points and we're not able to convert on the other. But yeah, just a little bit of slippage.
You were giving Kurt bad flashbacks to May 30th. That was the last time you put this up.
Okay, I was like,
We need that.
yeah, no, they're a great team, and they can, like I said, fill that way, so we gotta take care of it.
And Bobby, go ahead.
Nah, right here. Jazz, you've been a veteran on this team. I know from prior conversations, you don't really think that much on personal accolades, but how does it feel to really been here for long enough to be fifth on the all-time scoring list?
It means I'm old. I mean, it feels cool, you know, I'm on a team, I've been on a team full of sports, full of great players, and to be able to accomplish that, being surrounded by that is pretty cool. They have a lot to do with why I got it, so, you know, hopefully I keep going up and keep getting older.
And I know JJ agree, can take this one. How does this spring feel, especially after the last time I played in Minnesota when you lose the league? How much better does it feel to get a win on the home floor, even though you're going to see them again in a couple of days?
Yeah, it feels really good. The last game was disappointing because we kind of felt like we handled that game pretty well. There was a couple things that we did down the stretch that kind of caused the game to get away from us. So it felt good to really just go in there and really just play hard from start to finish. Obviously, some things to work on that happened in the second half, but altogether, a lot of good things and a lot of things that we're on.
Charlotte? Kurt was really happy with the defensive effort from the guys. What did you think on just kind of how it went and based on the scout? So you guys think
I just think we were locked in. You know, we play off this one right here. She brings it every night defensively and we feed off that energy. I think when we're locked in defensively, we're the best that we can be. And then when we put it together on the offensive side, shots go in, ball was moving, we're really hard to beat. And when we're playing teams back to back like this, has that playoff feel, you are gonna win it on the defensive end.
Alexa?
Hey guys, Minnesota is saying that your physicality and aggressiveness just really, I guess, bothers them. So how much do you take pride in that on the defensive end that you're gonna make teams uncomfortable out there? Right,
It'd be good.
I mean, in order to be a good defensive team, we gotta dictate, and I thought we did that very well today. You know, Jazz was up in Malaysia, getting over screens, really making things difficult for her. Reed was banging with Sil the entire game, which is not an easy feat at all. You know, across the board, we had activity behind the ball, on the ball, and it was like, if you're gonna be a good defensive team, that's what you have to do. I mean, the Minnesota's a great team, and in order to take them out of what they want to do and what they feel comfortable doing, you have to be physical.
Kurt said that you all have held teams under 70 points 10 times this season, which I think is a league high. Is that like pretty crazy when you think about it, or does that just go to show how strong you guys are defensively?
Yeah, just like we said before, I think defense is the main thing that we do best, and when we do that, everything else flows better for us. So it's definitely an emphasis coming into every game.
Hey guys, this is for Jazz and Bree, but you know, Malaysia and Taylor McBride and even Crystal and Rachel Vanham, talking about Minnesota's backcourt, what is the defensive preparation for them specifically like, and what challenges do they really bring compared to some other backcourts that you've defended?
I mean, they're all different. You know, they're all solid with the ball, great passers. You have shooters. You have like Malaysia getting in the paint. She's been dominating this during their win streak, just getting the ball inside. So I feel like for us, it's just being locked into the game plan. We do what we do, which is, whether it be in physical pressure on the ball, getting through screens, but then we get a lot of help from our coach, and I think maybe that doesn't get the credit it deserves, but they're locked in, whether it's, tapping or hedging, they're there every time we need them, so it's really a team effort.
Exactly. I mean, just to, piggyback on what she said, it takes a tremendous amount of focus because you have to play each one of those players differently because they have different strengths. And I mean, that's credit to them. They have a really balanced team that can score at different levels and all of them bring something differently, but everybody has to be locked in because we're playing them all different the entire game. So yeah, it's hard. It is.
Any other questions in here? Okay, we'll take it over to Zoom.
Hey, sorry, I didn't know that was my name. First, I've got one for JJ about the guards with you. Jasmine was a team best plus 16 from the floor. She led the team in scoring and she was consistently in the passing lanes. And then Bree she had a huge first half, finished in double figures, and again was after it defensively. How important was it for you posts for the guards to come out and impact the game from the offensive end, knowing how much attention you would have to pay to the front court, the big front court that Minnesota had?
I think that's just what they do. They come out, they play hard every night. They play hard every night, and I think a lot of times they don't get the credit that they deserve for the type of work that they do for our team and the effort that they put in every night. And so I'm happy to just see them sitting here with me and get the recognition that they deserve, because they really deserve it. And yeah, I'm just gonna keep building them on it.
Thanks. And I want to flip to either of the guards now, to either Jazz or Bree. This is Jonquel's 5th straight double-double, and in each of them, she's had at least a dozen defensive rebounds. How important is it for you guys that she's done such a good job in cleaning up the misses on the defensive end and ending those possessions?
Kate is amazing. I mean, it's super important just because she gets us extra possessions on offense and then she ends the possession on defense. So those rebounds, we expect them. When she doesn't have a double-double, we gotta yell at her and tell her that, you didn't do what we need you to do. But yeah, she's been incredible her entire career. She's been like that. So that's good.
Thanks so much. Congratulations, all of you, on the win.
Thank you.
Robbie?
Thought it was.
Yeah, this is a question from Breon January and Jasmine Thomas. You guys shot 50% of your field goal attempts. Like, how helpful was that in the victory?
Get shot 50%.
I mean, that's the great thing about our team is they have to respect JJ, they have to respect Bree Jones, they have to respect Tawana, and when Jasmine and I are aggressive, there's not a lot of help. And when we're aggressive, we can get them easier shots. And today, I mean, Jazz was great, getting to the rim and scoring. And we just need to continue to be aggressive, because that will put more pressure on the defense and give everybody easier shots.
And beyond January, I got a question for you. That shot you made at the 6:11 mark of the second quarter, what was going through your mind when you made that shot? Was it intended to be like that? Were you trying to draw a foul or were you trying to score?
Basketball gods. Bring us someone.
Man, I'm not living right.
Thank you guys.
Thank you.
Yeah.